After racing in Bristol, Tennessee, we've headed south to Miami, Florida, where we're here on a lovely day at Homestead-Miami Speedway. The drivers anxiously await the green flag. We've reached the halfway point in the inaugural iRBS season, and we are ready to get the green flag and go racing here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. But before we go racing, let's check out the starting lineup for Homestead. Here is your front row, and on the pole it's the 97 of Hank Smith. Tristan Beazle takes the outside pole in row 1. Teammates make up row number 2, Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel. John Lester and Matt Larson make up row 3. Austin Terrio and points leader Brad Keselowski will start from row 4. Row number 5 belongs to Dodge with Luke Snow and Jeff Gordon. In row 6 is where we'll find our first Chevrolet in the starting lineup. That's Nick Andrew on the inside with Leonard Smith to his outside. In row number 7 you'll find a pair of Chevrolets, Drew Larson and Travis Bell. In row number 8 we have Tim Tebow and Jake Swim. Row number 9 is shared by a pair of Spencer McCormick Racing teammates, Sean House and last week's winner at Bristol, Dalton Murdoch. On the inside of row 10 is Matt Kenseth, and on the outside is Spencer McCormick. In row 11 we've got Jake Fromm and Jeremy Clements. In row 12 is Jackson Snow and Water Cooler Bill. In row number 13 we have James Elliott and Will Snow. Kyle Patrick and Dylan Tucker will start from row 14. And rounding out the field in row 15 is Kyle Larson and Austin Snow. Austin Terrio drops out of line immediately before the green flag. Something apparently wrong with that number 52 Toyota. But never mind that. We are ready to go racing here at Homestead. 30 drivers lined up, ready to go racing in the halfway point of the inaugural iRBS season. Hank Smith, Tristan Beazle leads the field off turn 4, pace car on the pit road. Here they come to the line. Green flag, we're racing at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Good start to the race for pole sitter Hank Smith. He led the first lap as we have lots of battles going on throughout this field. Some 3 wide action. Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, Jake Fromm. 3 wide down the backstretch. Back up front, we've got a battle for the lead. Here comes Sonny Michel. Big run off of turn 4 to the inside of Hank Smith. He grabs the lead. Sonny Michel to the race lead early on here at Homestead. Here comes Tristan Beazle looking for second. The 52 of Austin Terrio a lap down after pulling onto pit road before the green flag dropped. So the 52 not in a battle for position right now. He is the only car 1 lap down The leaders form up again. Sonny Michel, Tristan Beazle, Hank Smith, your top three at this point. Back further in the pack, we've got battles all over the place. James Elliott and Drew Larson trying to make that outside line work. How about three wide in front of them? Sean House, Jackson Snow, Keselowski. They're three wide. Dylan Tucker tried to make it four wide, but got blocked by Snow in the 62. He's just going to have to settle, but he is passing a lot of cars right now through 1 and 2. Here comes Kyle Patrick, a move to the middle with Jeremy Clements trying to follow through. The winner at Bristol, Dalton Murdoch, moving along to the inside, right behind his teammate in the 29. And Dylan Tucker in that 25 right now, the fastest car on the racetrack. He is passing a lot of drivers right now. Sonny Michel continues to lead Tristan Beazle, Hank Smith in third, Tim Tebow up to fourth, Luke Snow in fifth, rounding out your top five right now. And boy, Nick Chubb, after starting up at the front, has dropped like a rock, being swallowed up by that pack right now. You see in the background there, Jeff Gordon moves into 6th place. Dylan Tucker going to follow him through, as Tim Tebow closes in on the top 3. How about 2 Ford Performance cars in the top 5 right now? Sonny Michel leading the race, Tim Tebow in 4th. Here's further in the pack, Jackson Snow battled it out with Matt Larson. And much like Nick Chubb, Matt Larson is dropping back after starting close to the front of the field. Battle for second, Hank Smith, the pole sitter, grabs second away from Tristan Beazle, who started second on the outside of the 97. Tim Tebow is closed up to the back of the lapped car of Austin Terrio in the 52. Tim Tebow looking to the outside of the 52, trying to close up on the rear bumper of 3rd place, Tristan Beazle. Beazle, the best running Dodge right now, in 3rd, but Ford dominating so far with Sonny Michel, Tim Tebow, and Hank Smith all up there in the top 5. Here's our highest placed Chevrolet right now, Dylan Tucker, and he is needing a really good run right now. This season gotten off to an awful start for the driver of the number 25. But right now, running good. One of the fastest cars on the racetrack right now in 6th. Here's Matt Larson under attack from Jeremy Clements. One of only 2 Toyotas in the field. His teammate in the 52 a lap down. Looks like right now iFunny Motorsports not going to have a very good race as Brad Keselowski drives on by the 7. Now he looks underneath the 24 of Jeremy Clements, as here comes the 5 of Spencer McCormick. His teammate Sean House to the inside of the 7, going to follow him through, as well as the 9 for McCoy Family Racing. That's James Elliott. Matt Larson continuing to drop to the rear of the field right now. Here's Jeff Gordon, teammate Matt Kenseth, Behind him, the two Dodges running 7th and 8th, or 8th and 9th at this point. No, 7th and 8th, sorry. They are 7th and 8th right now, trying to chase down the 25 of Dylan Tucker, but here comes the 3 right on the rear bumper of his teammate in the 14. Back out to the front of the field, Tim Tebow caught the leaders and now is in second and going to try and chase down his teammate in the 12. Ford Performance 1-2. Smith Sports represented in third. Ford 1-2-3 at this point. 4th and 5th belongs to Dodge. Beazle Motorsports with Tristan Beazle represented in 4th. And Snow Enterprises represented in 5th with Luke Snow in the 19. But Dylan Tucker is coming right, trying to get to the rear bumper of the 19 of Luke Snow. Closing in on him right now down the backstretch, right in his tire tracks. Dylan Tucker, the highest running Chevrolet at this point of the race for Tucker Drew Racing. You can see he continues to close on the rear of the Dodge of Luke Snow. Dylan Tucker continuing to be one of the fastest cars on the racetrack right now. An unbelievable run for this driver. He started in 28th, right at the rear of the field, and now looking underneath the 19, couldn't quite get there, but he is looking to crack the top 5. And we are only just getting past the halfway point. Back up to the front, where there's a battle for the lead. Tim Tebow has caught his teammate in the 12, Sonny Michel. Now can he find a way by? Tristan Beazle, Hank Smith, they battle for third. The 52 of Austin Terrio separates them from the leaders. The 52, of course, a lap down. Here comes the 13, a peek to the inside. Michel able to shut that door in the 13's face. But Tim Tebow looks to have the faster car right now. Has just driven up to the rear bumper of the 12. Right in his tire tracks as they head down the backstretch. .13 right on the rear bumper of the 12. Battling for the race lead. We have 12 laps remaining here at Homestead, and it's getting interesting. Oh, we have a car slow up in turn 2. That is Matt Larson in the 7. He has been dropping back since the start of this race. And oh, he gets hit by the 27 of Nick Chubb. Chubb hangs on to it, no caution. The green flag stays out, but big damage for the 7 of Matt Larson. The 27 of Nick Chubb, both of those cars dropped to the back after starting close to the front. And they are torn up. They're going to lose quite a few laps here trying to get their damage repaired. Here come the leaders now. And while we're looking at this incident, Tim Tebow has taken the race lead from Sonny Michel. And Austin Terrio has gotten his lap back. He hangs out in the front, in front of these leaders right now. Dylan Tucker finally cracks the top 5, has gotten past the 19 of Luke Snow. And now, look at this run for Sonny Michel through turn 4. Jumps to the inside of his teammate Tim Tebow. We have 9 laps remaining. And it is getting interesting once again out front. Teammates for Ford Performance battle it out for the race win. Hank Smith has held off. Tristan Biesel hangs on to 3rd place. Tim Tebow continues to lead teammate Sonny Michel, but Michel is right on his rear bumpers. We have 8 to go. Matt Larson and Nick Chubb exit the pits. 3 laps down. As here comes Sonny Michel, down to the inside into turn number 3. Side by side for the lead through 3 and 4, coming to 7 to go. Michel has been fast off of turn 4. He's going to lead that lap. Does he clear the 13? No, the 13 fights hard on the outside line into turn 1. The 12 clears him. Sonny Michel back out front here at Homestead. Still 7 laps to go. Plenty can happen around this 1.5 mile oval. The 12 gets a good run, spreads the gap between him and the 13. 6 remaining here at Homestead. Sonny Michel pulling away. All of a sudden, that 12 car has come alive. Can the 13 close back in to the 12's rear bumper? In the background, as we get 5 laps to go, the 25 and the 3, or the 4, battling it out for 4th. Tristan Biesel trying to hang on to that position. Dylan Tucker right on his rear bumper. Nick Chubb, another Ford Performance car, in that 27, has gone 3 laps down after that accident that involved him, Matt Larson, and Will Snow. And now with 4 laps to go, his teammate Sonny Michel looks to hold off his other teammate Tim Tebow. The 27 gets out of the way of his 2 teammates, lets them fight it out for the win. Austin Terrio looking to stay on the lead lap. Looks to have a pretty fast car. If he hadn't had that issue before the green flag, maybe, just maybe, he could be up front with the leaders battling for this win. But unfortunately, he's on the tail end of the lead lap as we have 3 laps remaining. Dylan Tucker jumps to the inside of Tristan Biesel for 4th place. And here they come. 2 laps to go at Homestead. And Sonny Michel pulling away from Tim Tebow. Hank Smith hangs on to 3rd. Dylan Tucker has moved up into 4th. Past the 4 of Tristan Biesel. Now the 4 are going to fall into the clutches of his teammate in the 3, Matt Kenseth. White flag in the air. 1 to go here at Homestead. Sonny Michel trying to hang on. The 13 closed in just a bit through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time. This has been the strongest end of the Speedway for Sonny Michel coming off of turn 4. Can the 13 get a run? No. Sonny Michel is going to take the checkered flag and win at Homestead. Congratulations to Ford Performance and Sonny Michel for their win at Homestead. Sonny Michel grabbing maximum points, leading the most laps. Tim Tebow, Hank Smith, Dylan Tucker, and Matt Kenseth round out the top 5 with Tristan Beazle, Luke Snow, Jeff Gordon, Dalton Murdoch, and Jake Fromm completing the top 10 at Homestead. Everybody finished the race running. 28 cars finished on the lead lap. Nick Chubb and Matt Larson, the only cars to be any amount of laps down. Pretty dominant day for Sonny Michel at Homestead, leading 28 of the 33 laps. Hank Smith led a couple of laps, as well as Tim Tebow. Here are your point standings. Coming into Homestead, Brad Keselowski was the points leader, and coming out of Homestead, though that margin has gone down just a bit from first to second, Keselowski is still your points leader. Jake Fromm second, with Luke Snow in third, Sean House fourth, and Will Snow completing the top 5 in points halfway through the season. And what a recovery it has been for Dylan Tucker, up to 13th in the standings. That might not sound like much, but after the beginning of the season, he was down around the territory of Drew Larson and Austin Terrio, and all of a sudden in 2 races he went leapfrogged half the field up to 16th, and now has made his way to 13th in the standings. I want to thank you all for joining me here today at Homestead-Miami Speedway. I hope to see you again next week when the iRBS drivers roll into Iowa Speedway. Short track racing once again. Iowa, a great racetrack, should be a great race. And I will see you all next time